Let's head out to Western Sydney now. Joining me is Independent MP for Fowler, Dai Lee. Dai, great to see you. Great to have you back on the show for 2024. For the last couple of months, we've spoken about stage 3 tax cuts. You never really liked them, so you're happy with where the government's landed?
Look, as you know, Laura, and it's great to be back on your program. And I've been on your program talking about the cost of living, asking the government since my election to really rethink the stage 3 tax cuts. So to hear the news that the government has come up with a proposed changes to the stage 3 tax cut is welcoming. And however, as you know, we don't know the details yet in terms of how that will really assist those that are struggling at the moment with high energy bills, high rent, and of course, increase in grocery prices. So I think it's good to be having a discussion now. And I think the AMP economist just said, we really don't know in terms of it's increase of 15, I mean, not increase, but the benefit of $15 to this stage tax cut to low and middle income. What does $15 really buy?
Yeah.
I think 3 cups of coffee, maybe 3 bags of chips in the grocery store. Is that going to really alleviate those that are struggling at the moment with energy prices? I think we must not lose sight of the increase in energy prices as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, we had a report yesterday that wholesale prices have come down significantly, quite dramatically in the last couple of months or so. It's about whether that gets passed on to retail, homes as soon as possible. Now, you seem to be suggesting that, yes, you love the change to stage 3 tax cuts, but perhaps it doesn't do enough. The Greens now seem to be suggesting that they'll only vote for it in the Senate if they get an increase in job seeker. Is that the kind of extra that you're looking for, or are you thinking about something else?
Look, I know that you remember that the $1,500 tax offset that got stopped in 2022, that's $1,500. I understand the inflation. I mean, of course, inflation figures has gone down as well. So how do you balance that? For me, the energy regulator has identified end of last year, the report is that about 200,000 people have signed up to the plans for debt repayment of about $1,000. So there are people kind of dealing with that whole energy bills that are coming up, including mortgage stress as well. So I don't have the answer at this stage until we go back to Parliament and look at the details of that proposed stage 3 tax cut. And it's for the low to middle income and also small businesses as well, how they're struggling as well. So how will this new proposed stage 3 tax cut will assist those low to middle income as well as small businesses, which there are many in our Fowler electorate. How will that work? Until I get back to Parliament and hear the details and see how that works and have a gathering and discussion, I really might provide you with an actual solution.
Yeah, for sure. Di, I'm really interested in your immediate feedback here, because you have greeted it with some, not scepticism, but you do want to see the detail. Have you got feedback from the community? Has that been, overwhelmingly good, or are they treating it with a little bit of scepticism in Fowler as well?
Look, I think the local small business in particular that are kind of questioning really what is this about. I know that a local accountant, I mean, that's where the 3 cup of coffee can be analysed. Is it really $15? Is that a lot? Considering that everything has gone up. But you want to really give the government, from my perspective, the opportunity to argue their case. And I want to see the detail. And as somebody who's been calling for the government since last year or since my election to look at cost of living, and I'm glad that they have now made that as part of the narrative for 2024. So we kind of great to see that. They've taken on that motto, cost of living, and it's also great to see that they're now willing to look at the stage three tax cut because they weren't last year. They weren't going to touch it.
Yeah, right.
So I'm
But you
all
think
for you.
putting money back in people's pockets, and look, it's their money to start with, it's their hard-earned money that they're able to keep more of. You think that would be, universally popular straight away. But in your view, as you've spoken to people in your electorate, that hasn't been the immediate response. Is that a fair assessment?
No, it hasn't been the immediate response because obviously in Fowler, in our community, the cost of energy has gone up, rent has gone up,
Right.
grocery the prices have gone up. So, how with the announcement of this proposed stage tax cut, how would that alleviate those factors, including insurance? And I think I've spoken on your program about this last year. Insurance has gone up about 30 to 40%. We're not even talking about that. So,
Wow.
how will this stage three tax cut proposed changes will really alleviate all of those other factors? We're yet to see.
Well, Dai, that is not surprising, but fascinating nonetheless. I look forward to speaking to you again.